In Washington tonight, lawmakers on either side of the aisle coming together on a topic that many Americans seem to agree on. It's the penny. Has the time come and gone, of course.
Well, two new bills are now going through Congress that are begging the question, is it finally time to say goodbye to the 1-cent coin? Julie Sirkin reports.
It's the coin almost as old as America itself. The first one, by some accounts, designed by founding father Ben Franklin, although he likely never said that famous phrase, "A penny saved is a penny earned." But after 238 years in circulation, that's a sentiment that no longer rings true.
I don't think I've used a coin, penny, or let alone any other type of coin in a few years at least.
If I get a penny, I either keep it in my pocket or just throw it somewhere in my house.
This week, a bipartisan group of lawmakers is reviving a push to eliminate penny production at a time of rising inflation.
Why do you think people want to get rid of pennies?
Well, I'll tell you, it now costs 4 pennies to make 1 penny. And that, if you want an example of waste, that's it.
It's a move that's been floated by generations of politicians. From then President Obama,
anytime we're spending more money on something that people don't actually use,
to President Trump,
the penny is gone,
who in February ordered the Treasury to stop producing new pennies.
In the context of bipartisanship and good stewardship, let's get this done.
The first bill in Congress to eliminate the penny way back in 1989, prompting this NBC News report on its dismal reputation.
When we put a few pennies on the sidewalk, no one bothered to pick them up. Long gone are the days when a penny could buy a jawbreaker, 2 pennies could mail a first-class letter, and 3 pennies buy a newspaper.
The pro-penny lobby, Americans for Common Sense, declined NBC News' request for an interview on this new legislation, but noted eliminating the penny alone will lead to over $200 million in annual losses on nickel production. That's because phasing out the penny means using more nickels, which cost almost 14 cents each to make.
Do you think people will miss pennies at all?
Well, there might be a little affection for all of us who grew up sorting them in jars and putting them in little 50-cent wrappers.
So pinch your pennies while you still can.
I just feel like that's kind of an iconic thing to get rid of. Like, I still pick up heads-up pennies sometimes for good luck.
Before they all finally go to heaven.
There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me.
So apparently abolishing the penny is a popular idea among the American public, but not as popular as one may think.
A recent survey from the National Association of Convenience Stores found only about 36% of consumers are in favor of getting rid of the coin.
Some good news there. All right.